A gorgeous look at a place of NFL history. Welcome to Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, an NFC North rivalry renewed. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears.
2025 Chicago Bears.
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go from Chicago. Brooks now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock his 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
What's cool about Jordan's story too, Kate, is he's officially moved beyond the story of how his career began, of sitting and waiting for his opportunity to shine. Now we just get to celebrate all these shining moments, showing off the talent that he's got.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Love from the gun. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Brought in inside the 20. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 6-0 lead right away. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. And a lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Josh Blackwell to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
The biggest mistake he could make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down Bears.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, here's Swift. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to. So 1st down from the 41. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And he's taken down at the 30. They gain 11 on that play, and that'll be 1st down Chicago.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. He's got it in the red zone. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
A gain of 23 more yards. That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is Savion Williams on the return. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Love now off the play action. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And on third down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
So fourth down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Just couldn't find Rome Odunze there. And now they face second down.
He was covered by
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
To the ground, it's Monangai, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Third and long, they're going to throw. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's third down.
Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. They're still in search of that first down of this game, Brock. Hoping to put together a drive and avoid calling on the punter again. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Love with it on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Love. And this one is launched downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Jaden Reed, the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Bears 7.
On now is McManus to kick this away.
For Green Bay.
Devin Duvernay to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. On play action, here's Williams. He throws a bullet deep to the right side, and in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. DJ Moore, the touchdown.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run, because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears tie things up at 14.
Santos.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Here comes Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
1st and 10.
Out now runs the Packer offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Play action. Love. He finds Watson over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Thrown on 1st down, Love. On target to Musgrave. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Number 88, Luke Musgrave. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Love now to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
19 yards. And the Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
All set to go now from the 35. Love now on 1st and 10. Into the hands of Romeo Doubs. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
They bring Dobbs in motion left. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Love out of the shotgun. Pass it down close. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers break the tie here in the first. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bears 14. McManus
on now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Williams from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Torrey Taylor on to
in punt
punt.
formation for
And after that
Bears.
drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fair catch
Fair
calling
catch.
for,
Signal
and he's got it
score
right
and
near the
taken.
30-yard
The
line.
Packers take over.
The
first
Packers
and
and
10
Jordan Love set
at
to
their
take
own
over again.
29-yard line.
And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Packers getting set here. First and 10. Now Love on the play fake. Finds him over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Here's Love to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And things look tougher now with third and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To the air on third and long. He's making a bid for it. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here. And that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Again, Daniel Whelan heading out for another punt. On the return for the Bears, Devin Duvernay. The Bears about set for their next possession. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Williams will look to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, second and 10 once again from the 20. To throw, Williams. He's going to tuck it and run. And Williams is going to get them the first down with a slide at the end of it.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's Williams. The throw left side finds Burden. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Going to run again with Swift. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule?
First down.
That was it.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, you got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
They'll run it with Manunga. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Play.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. 21-14 our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's caught for the first. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Swift. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. One guy with it. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
3rd and goal, it's Williams. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively, and they've made it 4th and goal.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Santos' kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. but they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Brooks now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd down now, 7 to go. To the air with Love. Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
It's a gain of 20.
So 20 yards on that play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
All set to go now from the 35. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Love. Completed over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
1st down throw, here's Love. Hauled in by Musgrave. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Number 88, Luke Musgrave. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Offense to line, this is 2nd and 4. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers now lead by 10. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the
kick
middle. It's
is
good. And the Packers
Makes the
drive
score
their lead to
Packers
11.
28, Bears 17.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll run now with Swift. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Working from the gun, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Rome Odunze, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On the give, it's Swift. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now Williams. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. They set up the screen here to Swift. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Williams throwing on 4th. He lofts it deep right side. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Evan Williams. And the Packers come up with a turnover and hold strong on 4th down. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Love. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
A small little jab there finally landed by the defense, able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
A second down throw here for Love. He can run it. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
13 yards on the play. And the Packers first down. First and 10.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Love out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Bears bringing out an extra DB here, third down. Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Intended for Jaden Reed.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
The Packers send out their punting unit. Josh Blackwell back deep for the Bears. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He's got it at the 24. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And it sets up second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
On play action, here's Williams. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of third down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively. But listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this third and long.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Here he goes, third and long. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Torrey Taylor getting set to punt it once again. On the return for the Packers, that's Matthew Golden. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. The Packers and receiver Christian Watson ready to go once again. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Jacobs. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
There's corners in this league that really love to cover. There's corners in this league that really love to hit. Corners that can do both, those are the guys that make themselves some serious money.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing, it's Love. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Bears in the nickel, 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. On target to Musgrave. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
And the Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at them. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Love now on 1st and 10. That's complete to Musgrave. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Quick throw out wide by Love. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this. Love with it on 1st down. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Once more, it's Love. Short pass brought in. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Working inside the red zone. Throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. The Bears decide to call their first timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bears' 4-yard line.
Stick it in the air, Love. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a 2nd half to match this one. McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers push their lead to 18.
35, Bears 17.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And with exactly 1 minute left to go, they've got some time, but they've got to work fairly quick. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Williams from the gun. Odunze's got it right side. And he's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
Textbook hitch route. Hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Kate, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's good.
Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
1st down from the 42. Now here's Williams. Met's got it, left side. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense, getting him down behind the line. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. To the air yet again, Williams. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here's Williams again. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
At their own 23-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to pay off this 1st down run with a nice pickup of 9. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. On now is McManus to kick this away. Luther Burden now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Here comes the offense for the Bears to begin the second half. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Swift. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Staying grounded with Swift. Jukes away from one. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Third and a lone yard coming up. Williams with the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Now it's Manunga. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Williams. Hits his running back. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Williams on first down. Finds him over the middle. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Off the play fake, Williams. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Past the line, he's going to run for it. This gets the 1st and more. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. They got 21 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
That one connects. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's our All the Dudes, a touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears make it an 11-point ball game.
Packers 35, Bears 24.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers send receiver Christian Watson ready to go once again. That last touchdown given up cut their lead to 2 scores as they get started here. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Love. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
Shotgun now for Love. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate. It turns into a nice gain.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Love has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
To the air with Love. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets this forward to the 19. That one gains 7. And it'll give the Packers the first.
That's good.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's over the middle and caught by Reed. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Number 11, Jaden Reed. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Gain of 3 yards.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. Jacobs. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Jacobs. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Love now on 3rd and goal. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. This from 28 yards away. McManus sends it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bears and Rome Odunze headed back out on offense. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Love now off the play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have. And he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Love with it on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
To Romeo Dobbs. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Kicks the handoff, now Love. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
A gain of 36 yards. That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the 2 keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation.
That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers stretch their lead to 21.
Bears 24.
On now is McManus to kick this
McManus
away.
to kick off for Green Bay.
Blackwell now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first
The
and
Bears
10
and
at their
DeAndre
own
Swift set for their next
27-yard
drive.
line.
And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound a defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First down, Williams. Throw right side hauled in by Komet. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
So out now comes the punter. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. Fair catch made, a little beyond the 20-yard line. So we're through 3 here. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He was brought down at the
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Jacobs gets it on the draw. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
The ball carrier.
Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Love out of the shotgun. On target to Musgrave. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That's good for a Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Love from the gun. Taken in by Dobbs. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
To Romeo Dobbs. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Punt team on the field. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. And finds Komet downfield. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
And this one does not go far.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Williams from the gun. Complete right side. Burden has it. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
And the Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Williams to throw on 1st. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And they bring him down around the 34.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Going to run again with Swift. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Swift, the ball carrier, taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To the ground, it's Monangai. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. That's caught. This is Loveland. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, man, the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
1st and goal, Swift. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears get it back to a 14-point game.
45, Bears 31.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Bears have some new life in the 4th.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Here come the Bears back out on offense. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. And look at where they start with the football now.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on 2nd. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
From the red zone on 1st. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And he's going to be driven backwards. Looks like he's at the 8.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd down, they need 7. To throw, Williams. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears now within 1 score in the 4th. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Williams has his guys set, looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. He has it! Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Whenever you're throwing for 2, you always expect to see the pass go into the end zone, because otherwise, you risk defenders rallying to the ball and stopping it short.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. With the defensive speed in today's league, gosh, you're just taking a risk anytime you throw it short of the end zone.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers all set to get back out there. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Now Love on the play fake. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
2nd and 3 now. Love now. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
That's just a gorgeous corner route by the wide receiver. I bet you'll find, Kate, in the annals of football history, the best corner route runners as receivers are also the best slant runners, the best post runners, because it's all about change of direction.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers lead by 15 now.
52. Bears 37.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Burden now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation. But a state of urgency, got to be a sky high right now.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But it appears that the Bears were able to get their paws on that one, so they're keeping the football. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. Trying for the deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
You can't start a fire without a spark. Well, how about a lightning bolt? What a huge game that totally changes the tone of the drive.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Williams. Completed to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Again, it's Williams. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th and long. Man, that was a chain mover if you would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Doubs. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. First call here coming from the shotgun. Hand off to Jacobs to start the drive. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Going run again with Jacobs. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
First down.
Not trying to do too much there. Short yardage situation. Just make sure you get to the marker and reset those chains.
So first down from the 41. Love now off the play action. That's complete to Reed out left. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Jacobs running behind center. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Green Bay.
First down from the 42. They stick with Jacobs. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Packers in very good shape, up by 15. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. The tight end going in motion right. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give the Packers the first.
That's another Packers first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Line up the design keeper. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Chicago.